On next week's programme, we'll discuss whether beef burgers that contain more than 20% human meat can actually be labelled beef burgers. And again, we'll hear from both sides of the argument. Next tonight is an issue that just doesn't seem to go away: climate change, or as some people call it, global warming. We'll hear from two experts in the field with very divergent views, Dr. E. Guthrie and Dr. S. Wilson. Also, live via TV link from our office in The Hague, we have Dr. G. Roth representing Shell. If I can come to you first, Dr. Guthrie, what are your concerns about climate change, and why, as you've said in the press, do you condone such actions as the recent coal train incident, where protesters tied themselves to a coal train, causing disruption for 2 hours?
Well, when our political representatives are too busy claiming
Plus, the head of the coal company has expressed that the protesters should have thought more about their actions, as the consequences of their 2-hour demonstration has cost the company £200,000 in damages. I mean, who's going to pay that? Should the company pay that, given the current recession? Do you not think that the protesters should have thought a little bit more about their consequences of their actions?
If you let me begin, I'll start by saying rather flatly that we can't even begin to compare the consequences of a 2-hour disruption of a coal train with the possibility of a more than 2-degree rise in global temperatures. A more than 2 degrees rise is the tipping point. Thousands of species worldwide would face extinction. The world's great coastal cities would have to prepare for catastrophe.
Yes, but who's responsible for the £200,000 of damages to the coal company?
Climate refugees, desperate and sick, would number in the tens of millions.
Yes, but there is still some considerable debate about man-made global warming. I mean, many scientists deny these statements, saying it's fear-mongering brought about by fudged and misread data. I mean, why has there not been a debate at present between yourselves and the sceptical scientists?
The debate was over 20 years ago.
I mean, I was under the impression that science was about, being open to new ideas and learning and adapting new theories and having free debate.
Since concrete political decisions from every country in the world are needed to reverse the effects of climate change immediately, we really cannot afford to waste any more time with continued debate. All this serves to foster is a general apathy towards this serious issue and give the polluting industries a few more years of the good times. And I emphasise only a few good years.
What do you mean by good times?
Well, the 11th of the warmest years on record have occurred in the last 13 years. In parallel to this, the fossil fuel company ExxonMobil have posted the largest quarterly profits ever of $100 million in late 2005. Now it and Shell and BP have, the corporate types that don't see the faces they kill from afar. Well, they have all recorded record profits in the past 13 years.
Sorry? Oh, sorry. Let's bring in Dr. G. Roth here from Shell. Dr. G. Roth, what do you make of these accusations? She must be busy. So you're suggesting that as their profits rise, so do global temperatures?
Global average temperatures, yes. You could probably plot it on a graph if you enjoyed dark humour.
Dr. Wilson, you would maintain that man-made global warming is indeed dubious.
Honestly, this has to be the biggest scam ever pulled on mankind, with the mainstream media playing their part on it. Now we have the supposed climate expert whose only real concern is to secure research grants. My God, when are people going to wake up and see that this is just another big government tax
But
scam?
the majority of scientists believe that global warming is man-made and could pose as a serious threat.
Yes, and if you have as long a memory as I do, you'll remember that scientists in the 70s were talking about the dangers of imminent global cooling.
A fair point. Let's bring in Dr. G. Roth from Shell again here. Dr. G. Roth. Dr. G. Roth. Yeah, she mustn't be able to hear us.
Sorry, can I just remark how irresponsible it is to be airing the views that Dr. Wilson has been throwing about? At this stage, we can't waste any more time.
Dr. Guthrie, we are committed to impartial reporting.
even when its impartiality is holding back action to help stop global warming, which is killing people as we speak. Have you heard the quotation? The only way for evil to triumph is for good men to stay impartial. So don't stay quiet on global warming. Tell it how it is. We need to hear it straight. It's your damn responsibility.
Look, there's no need for hysteria, love, all right? Calm down.
We have less than a decade to do something on this. We can't debate about it any longer. It's nearly too late.
Let's have a look at some of tomorrow's headlines. The Express goes with snow chaos, and they say it's global warming. Moving on, the Financial Times goes with FTSE rebound breeds New Year consumer confidence. And the Mail leads with Carl slams X Factor decision.